Now, moving on to other stories making headlines in the international world. TikTok users in the US are migrating to Chinese app RedNote with the threat of a TikTok ban just days away. The move by users who call themselves TikTok refugees has made RedNote the most downloaded app on Apple's US App Store this week. We have details of that and more in our roundup.
RedNote is a TikTok competitor popular with young people in China, Taiwan and other Mandarin-speaking populations. The app has about 300 million monthly users and looks like a combination of TikTok and Instagram. RedNote allows users, mostly young urban women, to exchange lifestyle tips from dating to fashion. Supreme Court justices are due to rule on a law that set a 19th January deadline for TikTok to either sell its US operations or face a ban in the country. TikTok has repeatedly said that it will not sell its US business, and its lawyers have warned that a ban will violate free speech protections for the platform's 170 million users in the US. Meanwhile, the UK's competition watchdog has launched an investigation into Google to probe whether it has too much power in online search. Google accounts for 90% of UK web searches. The Competition and Markets Authority, CMA, is looking at whether it is using that dominant position to harm competition or choice for users. It is its first investigation after gaining new powers to investigate and enforce charges at firms it determines to have a strategic market status in digital markets. Finally, whiskey maker Brown-Forman says it will lay off about 12% of its global workforce of 5,400 employees as the company looks to reduce costs amid weak alcohol demand. The Jack Daniels maker has struggled with high input costs, including of raw materials such as agave and wood barrels, and raised prices for its whiskey brands to shield margins. Brown-Forman says it will close its Louisville-based barrel-making facility by April 25th, which will impact about 210 employees and is part of the original global workforce reduction. The company said it will source barrels from an unnamed external supplier in the future. Brown-Forman's restructuring plan is expected to generate about $70 million to $80 million in annualized cost savings. The company is expected to incur about $60 to $70 million in severance and other charges related to the layoffs.